What is up, guys? Today we're going to be focusing on the head and shoulder pattern along with some fibs, right? So let's go ahead and get into that. What do you guys want to look at? Some buys or some sell examples? Let me know, guys. Buys or sells? We'll focus on
Buys
one
on
because
one because
okay, got you. First one to speak up. That's why you speak up, because if you need it, you know what I'm saying? Closed mouths don't get fed. So we're gonna go with some buy examples. Guys, nothing changes, right? So even though we're adding something, it may feel like we're tweaking a little bit of stuff. Like we're really not, right? We're just adding one more piece of confluence to this trade setup, right? So when it comes to structure, guys, everything remains the same, right? So we're looking for buys. So the market is uptrending right now. So when the market is uptrending, guys, we should be looking for buys, right? We should be comfortable looking for buys when the market is clearly uptrending, right? Now, what I like to look for in the market is the head and shoulder pattern because it goes hand in hand with smart money. Not only that, it's structure, guys. So if you can mark up structure and just wait for the structure to give you confirmation, it's good. Like you're golden. You just have to go ahead and just wait. It's a patient game, but I mean, I'm okay with staying patient as long as it's gonna pay me, right? So let's go ahead. Consolidation, guys. What the heck? Consolidation, right? Consolidation, guys. This is 25% of the setup, right? So when you guys see this, this is a good thing, but we need to stay patient, right? This is only 25% of the setup. So anytime you guys see this, guys, just understand this is the first piece that we need to see. Go ahead and move this out the way. Right, 25% of the setup. Guys, I see Geo mark up his consolidation like this when he sends in his trades, and I freaking love it, right? So if you guys find that easy to mark up consolidation and just wait for the breakouts, do what you do. Do what you do. But what we need to see first, guys, or I guess second, right? The consolidation is what we need to see first. But what we need to see next, let me see. What we need to see next is a clear liquidity, right? A sweep. We would like the market to sweep liquidity to the downside. So as markets bouncing back and forth between support and resistance, we would like to see the market take some sales, right? We need the market to drop and sweep liquidity to the downside, right? Does that make sense, guys? Let me know if that makes sense. I'm gonna color this up because I'm showing you what we need to see, right? So as the market is consolidating, consolidation is 25% of the setup. So let's just mark this up. 25% of the setup. Right? When the market sweeps liquidity, this is going to give me 50% of my setup. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop this down here. 50% of my setup, right? Now, again, guys, when you guys are able to see that this is a sweep of liquidity or a break of structure, label that, right? This is what we do as traders, guys. Like we get paid to analyze, right? So when you guys see liquidity being swept, mark that up. BOS slash liquidity sweep slash left shoulder, right? Awesome. So now the next thing that we need to see is a change of character, right? Or a change of direction. So we know that the first move the market broke out of was the downside. So the market flew down and we would like to see it change direction to the upside. Boom. Market heads back up, right? In a quickness. And once we get that, guys, once we get the change of direction, the change of character to the upside, this is now 75% of my setup. And now I could start looking for buys. So 75%, right? That change of direction, guys, is super important. What the heck? Mark this up. Change of character. Change of character, change of direction, guys, same thing, right? However you understand it. So when we're able to see that we got that change of direction, guys, and we get 75%, now we can start looking for buys. right? We can go ahead and start looking for buys. Now, if you mark it up like this, guys, if you guys take the notes and you guys are marking it up like this, you guys should have the blueprint on you, right? Like it's super important you guys take the time to be detailed, right? Because when you mark it up like this, guys, there's no guessing. There's no guessing, right? The point is to take the notes and get reps and reps and reps. So when you see this, guys, you already know what you're looking at. You already know where you want to enter. You already know where you want to put your stop loss. You already know where you want your take profits, right? All about repetition. So when you mark it up like this, guys, you can't miss. You're going to know where your buy zone is. Now, where is my buy zone, right? Once I get 75%, I can now start looking for buys. But where is my buy zone, guys? Well, when you mark it up, it's going to be this area right here. And this is why I tell you guys to mark it up. The BOS area, right? The BOS area. That's going to be your buy zone, right? Let's delete that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my box and place it down here. I'm going to go ahead and give it a little bit of room, right? A little bit of room. Boom. Let's go ahead and stretch that across. This is going to be my left shoulder. Extend right. Right. So we can see, guys, right here, we have left shoulder, the head, and then market changes direction. So we're waiting for the market to come back to this blue zone so we can take some buys. Because once we get this, guys, this is my right shoulder, right? Left shoulder, this is why you mark it up. Break a structure in the liquidity sweep, that's your left shoulder. So let's actually type that in because I want you guys to have this. Left shoulder. Now, you guys see 25%, 50%, and 75%. Once the market comes back and touches this blue box, guys, that's 100% of the setup. Give me a one if that makes sense. Yo, what's up, Shawnee? Right, so we already know we want to buy in this area, right? We know we want to buy. Now, where's my stop loss going to be, guys? Go ahead and draw my chart. Where is my stop loss going to be? And you guys annotate? Is it letting you? Let's go, Gonzalo. Your stop loss is going to be Austin. Crazy, crazy stop loss down there, big dog. Now I'm just messing with you. Now your stop loss is going to be this low right here, the head. That's your stop loss, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and put my stop loss here with the minimum 1 to 3 risk to reward, right? This is what I'm looking for, guys. This is my buy opportunity. So once the market comes back into this area, boom, right shoulder. This is now my right shoulder, and I'm looking to take the market and send it back up. Does that make sense, guys? And once we get this, this is now 100% of the setup, and this head and shoulder is now complete. Boom. Let's make this black. I hate using the mouse pad. Boom. Right here, guys. This is the setup. Right now, let's go ahead and tie in the fibs with this, right? Let's go ahead and tie in the fibs with this for extra confirmation. Right. So again, guys, once we get this change of character, guys, it's good to use the fib, right? Because we need a starting point and an ending point. Now, the ending point, guys, the ending point is important, right? We need to see the market come back for me. Oops. Right. Once the market starts to come back for me, guys, we now have an ending point that we can use. Does that make sense, guys? Give me an 8 if that makes sense. Because we can't just put the fib on a live candle that's going up. Because what if the next candle just continues to go up? Then we just have to continuously move the fib, right? It makes no sense just to continuously move the fib when the market's not pulling back yet. So we need the market to actually hit a specific point, maybe consolidate a little bit and start to come back for me. Once that happens, guys, we can now go ahead and pull out the fib because there's an ending point now, right? So what I'm going to do is from the start of the move, which is the head, right? And I'm going to pull it up to this ending point, to the pullback. Let me go ahead and make this a little bigger. Boom. Let me go ahead and give you guys the fib numbers. Let me go ahead. I can't make that any bigger. Crazy. All right, guys. So these are the numbers that I have. Make sure you guys lock those in. Take a screenshot real quick. I'll give you a couple seconds. Give me a one when you get your screenshot. When you have your screenshot, give me a one so I can continue. I will not continue until I get 23 ones. Take your screenshot, give me a one. Take your screenshot, give me a one. Let's get it. 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 Take your screenshots, give me a one. Awesome. 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 So these are the fib numbers right here. Um, I don't really extend lines. You can extend lines to the left or you could extend lines to the right. I don't really do that. The trend line, there is a trend line in here, right? You can take that off. I'm actually going to take it off. I don't really like that either. Let's see. What else can you do in here? You can add a background. I don't do that either, to be honest. It's super annoying. I don't like it. Let's see. You can change the numbers that are right here from value, percent value and percents. Let's see. Levels. You can take them off. I personally have them on for you guys. But you can take them off so the chart's much cleaner. But I have them on for y'all. And I think that's it. Everything else is just regular stuff. But awesome. Everybody has the numbers, right? If you don't have the numbers, get them, ask somebody in the chat. They'll send you their screenshot right now. You guys we have to start understanding what the fib brings, right? These numbers that are on these right-hand side are discounted prices. It's a discount. So when you see the 50, the 5, that's a 50% discount, guys. Imagine there was a shoe, I don't know, some type of shoe, some Jordan, right? Custom Jordan, and they only have a couple pairs and they start off at $300, right? The market it starts off at $300. Now look at $300 is up here. $0 is down here, right? So look at boom, market comes down and it's in this 50% discounted range. Does that make sense, guys? 50% discounted range. And a lot of the times, guys, the banks are going to find that 50% range. Most of the time, it's going to be good enough for them to just say, hey, let's go ahead and start going now. Right? You're going to find some times where that happens, and that's okay, right? We can't really do much about it, right? We just have to acknowledge, like, yo, this is a good enough discount for the banks, right? 50% discounted price. Now, how do we know it's going to reject off of that? Guys, we literally just have to mark up like this. I'm just going to take this. Continuously mark up with your BOSs, right? We got to break a structure here. Dang, this is where I miss my mouse. Break a structure here. I'm just going to use this because it's too much, right? Move it this way. Now, my change of character line, boom. The market's heading down, guys. You got to continuously mark up, right? And as soon as market hits this discounted price and we get this change of character, market wants to start going now, right? So we need to be aware of that, right? But let's go ahead and we'll continue the breakdown. Can't continue. I can't bring it back. That's crazy. Oh, so now again, 50% discount. The 7 is going to be a 70% discount, right? Maybe I should put the percents up there for you guys so it makes a little more sense. All right, 70% discount. Now, the 7.9 is pretty much a 79, 80% discount. And this 88.6, literally 88% discount, guys. Right? So the lower it goes, the better discounted price it is. Does that make sense, guys? Give me a four if that makes sense. Now, I'm not personally looking to buy off this 50. As a trader, I need to be aware that the banks can find that as a perfectly fine discounted price, right? So I just need to continuously mark up. Now, what the smart money and what levels is looking for is we look for this 79886 range, right? 79 and 886 range. Make this yellow. I don't know why, but I like making the that zone yellow. I don't know why. Right? So again, there's going to be times where these zones are literally going to overlap. And when that happens, guys, that's confluence, right? The more things that can go right with the market structure that we're looking to trade, the better, right? The more confidence we can have with taking this market, the more confidence we can have with taking this trade, right? So now, as the market is dropping down, let's see if I can just use this. That's fine. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Come on. Oh man. See, look at me. Look what I'm doing now. Look at what I'm doing. All right, guys. So now check me out. Everything is lining up, right? And nothing changes, right? If you want some extra confirmation on taking an extra buy, nothing changes. Mark up your break of structure. Where is your change of character line, guys? If this is my break of structure to the downside in my liquidity sweep, BOS. If this right here is my break of structure, right? I want you guys to write on my chart. If this right here is my break of structure, fam, my BOS to the downside, where is my change of character so I can go ahead and look for some more buys? Go ahead, fam. Go ahead. Draw it up. Draw it up. If you know, you know, and if you don't, well, then it's okay. Let's be wrong. Let's be wrong together so we can go ahead and make it right. Let's go, Gonzalo. Right there. Bam. Let's go, Fernando. Right there. That's where I need my change of character line. Once we get this, we can start looking for some more buys. Now, what the heck? The fibs, these are the entry areas, right? I'm gonna go ahead and turn off this 50% because it bugs me. I don't really use it. I just be aware of it, right? Now, these are my entry areas, right? These numbers. But this fib also has take profit areas. So what I'm going to do real quick. All right, I didn't want to make it this small. My bad, guys. Let's see if I can push this up here. Okay. So, guys, these are my entry areas, right? And we know that this is my 1 to 3. And we can also, I'm gonna move this out the way for a second. And we know we can also target these highs as well, right? Because when the market starts to come back and make that U-turn for you, like this, right? When the market leave, starts to leave and take off and then starts coming back for you guys, we want to take out those highs, right? When the market takes off and makes that U-turn and comes back for you guys, we want to target these highs. Give me a 2 if that makes sense. Yes, 1 to 3s is perfectly fine, but when you want to advance and look for structures to take profit on, this is what we're looking for, right? So yes, we can take profit there as well, but these fibs have a swing target, which is going to be these boxes here. So once we're able to smack this, we should be partially out, right? We don't want to hold all the way up to this area without taking no type of profit, no type of partials, right? Keep that in mind, guys. Everything stays the same risk, money management wise. Everything stays the same, right? We should have our 1 to 1 break even, 1 to 2 take partial, 1 to 3 take partial, especially if you're looking to swing it way up here. Does that make sense, guys? We need to make sure we're taking profit. We can't just be holding. Yes, we can take profit right here in this area. Let's just put this line. Take 50%, 75% of my profit out, and then we can hold to this area right here. And again, this isn't a perfect world. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we're looking to do. But again, the market can do anything that it wants. That's why you need to have good money management and take care of your capital and take care of the gains that you're potentially working on. Right? Does that make sense, guys? Let me go ahead and fix this up real quick. I feel like I move so slow without the damn mouse, bro. I swear. Let me see, can I move this down any just so I can make it a bit bigger? Let me see, can I move these out the way real quick? All right. All right, guys, take your screenshots. Make sure you guys have this information on deck with you because we don't break it down that often, right? We're going to break it down for a couple calls and then we're going to go ahead and stick to what we've been doing, right? Come on, my boy, give me some. Are we good, guys? Does this make sense, fam? Nothing really makes it different. Like we're not doing nothing different other than adding our fib for extra confirmation, right? And this works too, especially when you're trading pairs that don't really have the best structure, but you know where the starting point is and you know where the ending point is. Shoot, use your fib. Awesome, Chris. My bad, bro. My bad. Sometimes I feel like I overload you guys. I don't even want to do that to you guys. You know what I'm saying? So my bad. But hey, we getting it now. You feel me? We're getting it now. But we're good for live charts, right, guys? You guys are all good. Anybody have any questions regarding this right here? Any questions? Let me know, please. We're good. We're good. Awesome. Let's go ahead. Let me see. This is good. Okay. I believe we broke down silver on Friday about this, but this is fine. What setup are you talking about? Are you talking about this area right here, Daniel? What time frame are you talking about? 1 hour? Okay. Talking about the sell right here?
It was the buy. I'll send it to you right now.
All right. Take advantage when the trend is bearish. Oh, shoot, if the trend is bearish, heck yeah, continue that trend. You know, if the trend is bullish, continue that trend. The trend is your friend, guys. Like you definitely want to continue trends. Like I know you can take counter trends inside of trends, you know what I'm saying? But for me personally, I like to just continue the trend. It keeps me out of the markets every single day, right? Let's go see what Daniel has for us. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at that. So he's looking at this right here. All right, so this would be the start of the move, and the end of the move is way up here. So where's my fib at? So this is the start of the move, right? Now when we pull our fib up here, the 7-9 is in this area. So it's already in there, right? Let's see if we have a tighter zone like this. The 886 is a little lower. Honestly, this looks a lot cleaner, in my opinion. Um, and the structure lines up with it as well. So when we break it down, let's go ahead and break it down. Break it down. So let's go ahead and take a look. We see we have equal lows, guys. Support, 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 support. Market sweeps those lows and then immediately reverses, right? So that's a clean inverted, right? Super solid inverted. So my shoulder would be right here in this area. Since this is the area that was swept, this is now my shoulder from the lowest wick to the closest body, which is this area right here. Closest body point. Change this to black. And then this 88679 right here in this area. So it's in there right now. Um, I was looking for this as well, but let's see, let's analyze. I would like to see if we can come down a little lower, to be honest. I'm looking for this area right here. Um, because of these equal lows, I'm liking to this one a bit more. Let's see if I can move this out the way real quick. So a 4 hour time frame. Bro, I hate using the mouse pad. So annoying. All right, so I'm just following structure here, right? We can see we have consolidation, little downward trend consolidation. We get the sweep, and then market changes character, right? So let's just stop it there. Where's the start of the move? All right, so we'll grab the fib, start of the move to the end of the move. Market never came back in this area, way down to the 7-9, right? And it happens, it is what it is. But it came down and respected this shoulder, right? So for me, guys, I'm always taking shoulders, even if that 786 and 88, is down here, just because I know that's the mitigation point. And the right shoulders, I mean, for me, I'm always taking right shoulders. And that's why I never really use the fib, so like for me, I'm always taking right shoulder zones, and my stop loss is always going to be the low. But like I said, even if this is the start of the move and the fib entry is a little lower, for me, guys, you can wait, if you want, but personally for myself, I'm always taking right shoulders, right? Always taking right shoulders. But again, you can wait, right? Go ahead and wait, and we're just looking for the same thing. Boom, consolidation, low drop down. Boom, you can get in there, wait for that change of character, do what you do with this play here, and shoot it back up, right? Because again, just because we want lower, guys, does not mean it has to give it to us. Right? If I pull up, let's delete this, and I pull up that 50% area again, that was already a good enough discount. We're in 60% to 70% discounted range, and that lined up right with my right shoulder, right? So just keep that in mind, guys. Just because we want lower does not mean it will give it to us. And then it repeats itself, right? Consolidation, the sweep, the market takes off, and the ending is here with some equal high wick, equal high wick action, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move my left shoulder zone because that's my left shoulder, right? We can see how the market peaks below. That's my head, guys. That's my head, right? We have shoulder, head, change of direction to the upside. So we're waiting for the market to come back in this area. It still hasn't came back. So let's delete this real quick so we can see the bigger picture. And I'm looking at this as liquidity. So if that area doesn't hold, um, Daniel, or if you haven't gotten in or you're waiting for the confirmation, whatever the case may be, we can possibly have something down here, right? And if I pull out the fib, let's do what we do, pull out the fib from the start of the move to the end of the move, and the 886 and 79 is right on top of my shoulder. Now we can see here, if I move it, it looks like it just tapped, right? But again, my right shoulder is still free. My right shoulder is still free for entry, and it looks like this is still untapped. Like it didn't go inside of it, right? So let's just see if it gives us some action. Let's see if it gives us some action. I'm just gonna move this way, right? Does that make sense, guys? Because for me, this kind of looks like liquidity, even though like we do sweep these highs. Like this is just a lot of consolidation for me, just back and forth. We're just literally ranging sideways, right? I'm not worried about the market structure inside that is ranging side. It's moving from left to right? No matter how much they want to try and trick you. You know what I'm saying? It's moving from left to right. So I'm looking for buys in this area personally. Let's go to the daily. Yeah, so this is the daily starting point. So everything is kind of lining up here. If we can get lower, then obviously that would be better. But again, like we're on the daily time frame and everything is right here right now. So play it level by level. This is the first level, and if it goes lower, then we can play these levels down here. So nothing we can do until it happens. To be honest, it's just what it is. That is just what it is. But this can possibly be a pretty decent hold. Like if it gives us everything we need to see, you know what I'm saying? And the market comes way up there, that would be pretty fire. Let's go ahead and check that out. What would that be? My stop loss below here. 1 to 3 is mandatory. Definitely have to secure the 1 to 3. But just up here, that's a 1 to 6. So now things are starting to get better for us. You know what I'm saying, guys? But yeah, this is what I'm personally looking at. I think I sent this into the levels chat. So if you guys are in the levels chat, this is what I'm looking at. Let's go ahead and look at something else. Let's see. Let's go to some ugly pairs. Let's go to things that like nobody trades. USD CHF. USD CHF, I'm looking for a setup actually. That's also in the levels chat. Let's go to the daily. ADJPY, got you. USD HKD, what is that, bro? The Hong Kong? What is that, my boy? Oh my God, I hate moving. All right, guys, so look at this. Let's move this out the way. USDK, that is the Hong Kong one, huh? All right, guys. So we can easily see that USD CHF is downtrending in this area. I mean, pretty, it gives us a beautiful shift. I believe we called this out on um the levels call. Only thing is we never got, oh, this is the daily. I don't remember if we got the 4 hour break and close or not. But it came right back to this right shoulder and just sold off. And it's been bearish ever since. Right. So we're bearish right now. And we play it level by level. Yes, I do see a starting point here that we can, stay aware of. But the next starting point, or I guess there should be a starting point here, maybe on the 4 hour. But the next zone I'm looking at that's closest to live price, again, live price is right here, right? I'm looking in this section right here and was looking at AUD SGD. What is that, bro? What's SDG? Singapore? Is that Singapore? Right. So again, on the daily time frame, I'm looking at trend. So I can see we're clearly downtrending, which means what, guys? If we're downtrending, what should we be looking for? Come on, guys. That should be easy. If we're downtrending, well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Kenny. If we're downtrending, guys, if the market is dropping, we should be looking for sells, right? Now, we can't really see it as clear here, So let's go down to the 4 hour time frame. But we can identify, guys, would you guys consider this right here consolidation? Would you guys consider that consolidation? Yes, 100%. It's literally moving from left to right. Literally, it was stuck right between this box right here. Literally, wasn't doing much, just bouncing back and forth. So I saw that and I was like, well, let's look higher, right? I'm not really looking to indulge in any of this. I didn't even trade any of this, right? Did not trade any of this. I know a lot of people were calling buys, um, and I just didn't take any, even though yes, it did. I just didn't like it, you know. But what can I see right here, guys? Look at the structure that we have right here. A little bit of consolidation in this area. We're moving sideways now, right? We go higher and get a break of structure to the upside. Awesome. Let's mark that up. BOS, liquidity sweep, left shoulder. Put this on the top. Make this blue because this is a bullish break of structure. And then what else happens, guys? We immediately change character. As soon as we make those new highs, we drop like that immediately. So again, my head is going to be the high. My left shoulder is going to be this previous break of structure, right? So I already know where my left shoulder is, guys, just because I marked it up. Boom. Left shoulder right there. Now, the starting point. Let me see if I pull this up. It's too far back. Just blow it up. The starting point on the 4 hour time frame is this candle right here, this green candle. So I'm going to mark that up. Oh, snap. Make this red because that's my starting point. So I have a starting point marked up and I have my shoulder marked up. Well, let's go ahead and pull the fib into this, right? The start of the move is here and the end of the move when the market starts to make that U-turn and come back is right here. Now the 886 and the 79 is literally right between and on top of my shoulder zone. Right between these zones and right on top of my shoulder zone. So let's go ahead and we can delete this. But if we want, we can mark up the take profit, and we know that potentially we could potentially take those sales down to here. So we can delete that. Boom. So I'm looking for sales, guys, in this area. I'm not looking for any sales unless market's in my sell zone or we change character, right? So what do you mean, Vinny? Like, what do you mean? We're not looking for sales unless it change character? Yes. Notice how we're going higher. Break a structure, right? We're going higher, guys. Notice how we're going higher. Break a structure to the upside. So my change of character line, right? My change of character line is this right here. Let's see. Boom. So once the market, right, we can already see it starting to come back down in this area. But why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I look for sells just yet, guys? Let's delete this. Why shouldn't I look for sells just yet? Does anybody know? Yes, no change of direction. But what else? Let's zoom in. There's something else structure-wise that we have to focus on. Can you guys see it? We need 100%, but we're not just the 100%, Adrian, because the 100%, right? We need more than 100%. Because again, if this is zero and this is 100, and you're talking about 100% retracement, the 100 starts here, or the one starts here, and then let's just make this like a different color. And you're talking about 100% back to the move, which is just right here, right? I'm not looking for sales when it's 100%. I want the market to break and close below, giving me more than that 100%. Does that make sense, bro? Does that make sense, Adrian? Right? Let me tell you why, because that's the retail YouTube Google Head and Shoulders, right? I'm not looking for the YouTube Google Head and Shoulders, which is left shoulder, head, 100% right shoulder sell. I'm not looking for that because that has no confirmation, right? Why am I not looking for this? Well, guys, let levels help you. We have a break of structure. What usually follows a break of structure, guys? Once we get a strong bullish move and we break structure to the upside, what do we usually get? We get a starting point. And levels is letting me know, yo, we have a blue arrow, which means if we press this blue box, we have a starting point right here, right? So, oops. So that's a buy opportunity. Somebody is buying the market, right? The market is buying in this specific area, right? This whole zone or this whole area has been um uptrending slightly, right? So people are buying. Yes, we have the SP. So again, if if this is just 100%, guys, there's a starting point here. If we don't break and close below, we can still go higher. That's why I don't take the 100% head and shoulder, Adrian. Just so you know, right? I want the confirmation. I want buyers to get absolutely clapped. It's still in buy territory, yes, right? I want the people who are buying right here. I want to make sure we can sell because they just got their stop loss hit and it stayed down there, right? Someone is buying here. Now I'm waiting for the market to come up higher, which can definitely happen. Someone is buying in this area, so somebody's gonna win. So I can go ahead and get my move and we can send it back down. So we can win, right? So we can win. Now I'm waiting for the market to go higher, or I'm waiting for these buyers to get 100% clapped. And once the market breaks and closes and it's down here, we can now start looking for sells. I wish I had my mouse. Right? We can now start looking for sells. And we already know where my left shoulder is because we marked it up. Boom. So we have left shoulder, head, change of character, right shoulder, sell. Does that make sense, guys? Let me know if that makes sense real quick. If you have any questions on what I just broke down, please let me know. Right? Please let me know. So this is what I'm waiting for. I need the market to disrespect, right? I need the market to disrespect and go lower. Once we get that, guys, we can go ahead and continue to start looking for more sells. Boom. Send it back down. But to be honest, I'm hoping the market can continue up, to be real. I'm hoping we can continue with some bullish moves. That way, we can hopefully catch these sells during the traders lock-in. Come on, my boy, I'm pressing the button. That way we can catch some of these sells for the traders lock-in and take it all the way back down and sweep all of this liquidity. That's what I'm hoping can happen this week, right? It all has to play in our favor, of course. So we'll see, guys. But as of right now, that's what I'm waiting for with USD CHF. Makes sense, guys. You guys can take a screenshot of this if you guys don't have it. Again, it's already in the levels chat, and I believe it's in the FRX funding chat. I sent it in a couple of weeks ago, or like last week, last Thursday or last Friday, but it's the same markup. They're the same, whether it was in the levels chat last night or the markups I sent on Thursday or Friday. It's the same markup. Let's see. I think you said AUD JPY. Now the yens, bro. The yens look like they're back to their bullish ways. Take a look. Let's take a look. Look at this movement. Whew, that's crazy. Crazy work. Crazy work. This is crazy work. Check me out, guys. Um, I want to break this down for y'all, but I don't know if you guys can see it because it doesn't really look as clean. And I want to go to a higher time frame, but it doesn't really have any higher time frame than the 1 month. And if we went a little higher, it would make a lot more sense. Um, but I mean, in retrospect, guys, let's just cover it up real quick. We can see that we have equal lows in this area, right? And we can see this little peak below. So all of this, guys, is my left shoulder, right? Consolidation, all of this consolidation. We peak and break and close below, and then we change directions, right? I'm using this time frame because it doesn't look as clean on the monthly. So I'm gonna use this, right? And again, my shoulder zone is going to be from the lowest wick to the closest body, which is this on the weekly, right? But if we go to the monthly, it's the same pretty much. And we miss that. So, I mean, it happens, right? It is what it is. And the market also cleared liquidity in this area as well. So all the liquidity was cleared. Not only that, guys, there's a starting point right here. We have a starting point to the upside, right? Breakout rally, starting point, blue arrow, boom. Notice how, yes, this buy, whoever was buying here definitely hit stop loss. But notice how it did not break and close below on the monthly time frame. That's important. Now on the 1 hour and all that good stuff, for sure it did. For sure there's some candles below this box on the 1 hour and day or 15 minute, all that other stuff. But when it's monthly structure and the wicks are telling you, hey, we're respecting the zone, you have to respect it, guys. Right? Don't try to like, well, the 15 minute is saying we're back to selling. It's like, guys, look at what the market is showing you on the monthly time frame. It's saying, hey, the markets did what they did to sweep liquidity, but we stayed and respected this starting point so we can possibly continue to go higher. I hope that makes sense, guys. I really do. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna box up this. I'm actually just gonna take this one over here. Box up this right here. Because this is I was getting confused with the yens as well. I'm like, well, they're gonna break. But the thing is, we had to wait for the month to close, and now we're in a new month. And look at the month. Last month was bearish for the yens. This month we're on the 7th day of October, and we're fairly bullish, right? So keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. Um, what time frame? Let's go down to the weekly time frame. Can't really see much on this time frame for buys specifically. Now, we may have a setup down here on that 4 hour time frame because there's a reason why the market made that U-turn and came back and then continued up higher. Right. So let's go see what the market gave us. Bless you. Looks like it was a starting point that was just respected again. There's a starting point right here. Break and close above. And this was the lowest starting point on that 4 hour time frame. And it looks like it just held it down because we got into this right here, right? And then once we get that break and close above, market comes right back inside of that and it held it down. So let's take a look on the 1 hour real quick and see if there's anything lower. Does anybody see anything else that can line up with that starting point? Does anybody see anything else that could line up with that starting point, guys? Again, structure is not always, I'm gonna delete this blue box just because of the visual. But again, guys, structure isn't always going to be pretty. That's a starting point. So yes, that is an entry, but can you see anything that can go along with that entry? Correct. But it was already taken. So let's go over this. That's good. I'm glad you've seen that, Juan. I'm really glad you've seen that. So if you can delete that real quick, bro. I'm not sure who wrote that, I forgot. But if you can delete that line, that would be great. If you can't, just let me know so I can fix it up real quick. All right, I'm guessing you can't. Give me a second. All right. So let's dissect real quick, guys. So this is where we as long as we can follow the structure, guys, we're gonna be cool. Right? Again, some structure will make you feel the anxiety and like, well, I can't, I don't know. I don't know what I'm seeing. Now you're good, bro. Don't even trip. I don't know what I'm seeing, but you do. It's just it's gonna look weird sometimes, right? Notice how we break structure here. Notice how we break structure here. Boom. So, guys, if this is my last break of structure, right? If this is my last break of structure, lower low, lower high, lower low, where is my change of direction? Where should my line be for the change of direction?
Would it be by that breakup structure that you just marked up?
It's going to be right on top of here. So every break of structure, once it pulls back, this right here is going to be your change of character line. Because once we go lower, oops, once we go lower, we need for market to break and close above that. So boom. Notice how we break and close above, right? Now, again, we have two options. We have the starting point, we have the breakout rally, we have a starting point move here. That was a snipe. It held it down. But we also have the left shoulder right here. And that zone also held it down, right? But again, we had buy confirmation right here with the break and close above. And that's a solid break and close above, guys. It's not like a wick kind of above. Like, no, that's above the line. That's above the line, right? Now, again, notice what happens with structure. Let's just move this down to here because this was respected a lot more with less drawdown. And it'll help the visual as well. Notice the structure. We consolidate. We break and close below. So now my change of character line needs to be right here. Boom, we get confirmation. Not only that, levels is telling you blue arrow. We have a breakout, right? So this right here, this low is my head. Change of character. My right shoulder is right here in this area. Let's see if we get a snipe on that. Let's see if we get a snipe on that area when it comes back. Where's she at? Dang, she far. It wasn't really a snipe, I'll be honest with you. But, we got some respect on it still, right? We definitely got respect on it still. And your stop loss is down here anyway. Let's delete this real quick so I can see where the stop loss should go. Yeah, your stop loss is below this wick anyway. So let's just go ahead and just zoom in on that real quick so I can show y'all. Zoom in. This is my stop loss because that is the low, right? Now, as we come back to this side, oops, boom. Yeah, we get a little bit of drawdown, right? It happens. Nothing we can do about that. But at the end of the day, market respects, and if you got in there, you'd be in profit. So fire. That's pretty fire, guys. Where are we at now, though? Let's take a look at the daily time frame. Makes sense. Makes sense. All right. So we're at a daily starting point, and that's why it got some respect on its name. Red arrow, red box. We got some respect. That's a starting point. So let's put that there. Excuse me. And it's right inside of this starting point here. So if the market was going to continue buys, right? If the market was going to continue buys, let's take a look at this right here. Right. Notice how we have a break of structure. Right. We should have a blue arrow right here, but we don't. And that's okay because Oren and I, we train you to look at it with your eyes. Guys, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 green candles. There is no red candles in that rally. So this is a bullish breakout. So where's my last selling candle before that bullish breakout? Right here. Right. So this right here is a starting point. Right. We're rejecting off of that area right now. But let's take a look. I can see this on the 4 hour. We'll break it down on the 1 hour. I can see a head and shoulder down here. Boom. Change of character. And then we break down one more time. We get this right shoulder, and then we change character again. We make some equal highs, and then we're right back into this starting point and this right shoulder again. And we could possibly see some more upward momentum. Right. So let's go ahead and just dissect this on the 1 hour real quick, and then we'll go ahead and get out of here because there's a Cali leadership call that is going down right now. So the structure, we can see this, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low, right? My change of character line needs to be right here. Boom, we get that. Levels is telling you. Blue arrow, blue box. That's too far, but this is the starting point. Not only that, we have the left shoulder. That was a snipe. That right there, sniperooski. Stop loss, fire, right? Fire. But now look, it happens all over again. We can even throw the fib in this thing right here. The start of the move, the finish of the move, 886 area. Guys, anytime you get the head and shoulder, throw it down there. Throw the fib down there. Get some extra confirmation. Look at that. 886 and the right shoulder right on top of each other. Look at this snipe. I don't think y'all can see it. I don't think y'all can see it. Look at that. Snipe. Let's move this out the way. Snipe. Now let's just see if we've taken profit or if it hit profit way up here. And it did. Wow, would you look at that? And then it started to reject. Wow, would you look at that? That is why you take profit, fam. Guys, is this a nice trade? Yes or no? I see that too. Is this a nice trade? Yes or no, guys? This is fire. Absolutely fire. Right? And now what happens again, though? I feel like I move so slow, fam. I'm so sorry, man. But it happens again, right? Check it out. Notice how we have support, support, support. We drop lower, boom, we change character. I'm gonna move my shoulder because I stay fresh. All I gotta do is move it, guys. That's it. That's all I gotta do is move it. Boom. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put the fib out on this. I'm gonna just delete this for the visual. Move this up to here because that's my stop loss. From the head to the end of the move, and the 886 is right here in this area. Boom. So we have a 4-hour starting point, I believe this was. The heck, bro? We have a 4-hour starting point, right? 4-hour starting point, 1 hour shoulder, along with the 886. Now look at the structure, guys. We can get this out the way. I need to be marking up, especially if I want extra confirmation. Let's delete this for the visual purpose. Guys, where should my break of structure line be? If this is my buy area, guys, which it is, right? Where is my very last break of structure to the downside right before it hit my zone? Where's it at, fam? Draw it up in my chart. Let me know. Where's my closest break of structure? Let's go, Juan. Let's go. Let's go, Shawnee. Oh, let's go. Let's go, baby. Break of structure. Mark it up. BOS. Liquidity sweep. Oops. Left shoulder. Bearish. Break of structure. Right now, where should my change of character line be, guys? If I want extra confirmation for this trade, where should my change of character line? Yes, Juan. Let's go. If you haven't entered this trade yet, that's, excuse me, perfectly fine, right? But if we can get the market to break and close above this black line, then we now have a head and shoulder setup, and it would look like this: shoulder, head, change of character, right shoulder at the BOS and send it up. And you could obviously throw your fib on that thing too for extra confirmation, for triple confirmation. Uh-oh, did I delete some? Dang. Control Z. Okay. Does that make sense, fam? I hope that makes sense, guys. This is what we should be waiting for. This is the very next buy. It already rejected off of its buy, so we should be waiting for the next move. If you didn't get in here, we do still have a chance to go lower, right? Boom. Starting point, market can respect this area and still go lower. So we're not looking for buys. If you didn't buy here, we're waiting for more confirmation before we get in because the market can still go lower. Any questions, guys? Any questions? Any questions? Let me know. Any questions? Any questions? Before I get out of here, guys, let me know, fam. Or are we good? We good? Awesome. Awesome, guys. Guys, let the chats know how much value that you got today on this call, right? Breaking it down. I hope you guys took some notes. Hope you guys took a picture of the fibs. If you guys need any help, go ahead and ask me, DM me in the chats at me. That way we can go ahead and get to work, send in your charts so we can grab some feedback. But with that being said, guys, I hope you took your notes. That way you can trade responsibly this week, right? Again, guys, mark up the chart to send them in. That way we can give you guys some feedback because there's going to be big news this week and we want to win together. You feel me? So have a good trading week and I will see you guys Friday. I'm sure I'll be on. It'll be from the Traders Lock-in, but we should be good to go. So I will see you guys Friday, guys. Peace out. Have a good week.